Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he gets this one. Midfield before he's brought down.
That's good for a Cardinals. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Clay Matthews, still one of the best at doing that as he gets in to make the tackle behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee.
Herbert's pass.
14 yards there on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
14. But it's now 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
8-yard pickup.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now it's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Odell
Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possession.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And he's going to go down again. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do their pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, and they pick up big yardage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. A 1st down carry by Elliott. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down. Now Bell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Le'Veon Bell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friends.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds Beckham, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st and 10, Hunt. He'll buy some time right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 now. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Herbert. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and
they'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A gain of 6 there on first. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Check 52. Hey, look 3.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Taken in at the 3. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Tackle by A.J. Epinesa. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Cardinals.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run again with Hunt, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Taken down by
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Seahawks.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Chris Harris.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's the 3rd-year running back, Phillip Lindsay. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Flush to his right. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. They'll try to run with Lindsay, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Hunt going to run for it, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
His throw incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On third down, Roethlisberger. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he stopped immediately there. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down. Here's Herbert now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right side. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run again with Hunt. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Seahawks 22. Cardinals 12. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
30. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Cameron Jordan made the tackle.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ready? Ready?
Here's Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
4th down and 1.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go play action here on 1st down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dante Hightower.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back at the 49-yard line.
Black 20. Black 5-4. Here we go, G. Let's go. 54's Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
What's up?
Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Seahawks 36, Cardinals 12.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one complete to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Cardinals.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Herbert. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Jenkins on the coverage.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. He was covered by...
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Clay Matthews able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on...